Alright, howdy boys and girls, we're back for part 2 of the junk wax break from the packs that BITG sent. So right now we're ready to go into the 1990 edition of the Upper Deck. Remember, the special stuff, collector's choice. It's special because it says collector's choice. So it has to be. I'll tell you something about the way they seal these packages, especially in 1989. You can tell by the pack gripping machine and the design, especially in 1989 when you're looking for cards or trophy rookies, but in 1990 that makes that much difference. So here we go. There's not much in here. Roberto Kelly, Wrong the Crook of Ice. Flip her over. Scott Service. Some of you know who he is. Some may not. Remember, this is 1990. We're into Gino Petrali. Flip her over. Dodgers catcher. Gene Trotter. Kevin Napier. Paul O'Neill. Oh, look at that. It's the hologram of the Toronto Blue Jays logo. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Where's his hat with his helmet? We'll set him by the side. We'll load him up. Ken Daly. Oop. Upside down. Sideways. Upside down. Sideways. Upside. Here we go. Look at that one's right. This one's not. Greg Schwindel. Rob Dibble. Don Paul, John Tudor, Dickie Don, Jeff Blogger. Okay, here we go. Another pack, 1990 edition. Upper Deck Collector Series. I'm telling you, sometimes this Upper Deck stuff's so good, I'll get it confused with Topps sometimes. Sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes. Here we go, Dan Pasqua. Nolan Ryan. 5,000 strikeouts. 1990, they celebrated this. You wouldn't know it, though. Did you see that? Oh, God, look at these cards. They're all messed up. Backwards, twisted. Let's try to get them all set up so we can fight through them later. Oh, my God, what a mess. There's one on the floor. Man, back in the 90s, these guys had no idea what they're doing, but we got to look at the hologram. What's the hologram say? It's a Cincinnati Reds for boys and girls. Okay, here we go. Rance Mullenix, Dick Schofield, Eric King, followed by Odeby McDowell. Oral Hershiser. Didn't say that, but I know who he is. R.J. Reynolds. Card number 203, backwards, upside down. It's Jim Clancy, and that's kind of the way he pitched, upside down and sideways. Got two of them back to back. Line up the numbers, whip them around, and look at that. That's the way they are, ladies and gentlemen. Luis Rivera, Boston Red Sox. Darren Jackson, Padres. Bob Welch, Oklahoma Athletics. Greg Walker, Chicago White Sox, and Scott Fletcher, same Chicago White Sox. But I know a lot of these cards really don't merit a lot of value, but let me tell you one thing, boys and girls. These holograms, I mean, these are forever. Toronto Blue Jays. Can you imagine getting a full collection of those? And look, you can peel off the back, and they're stickers. You could take these things to school with you and put them on your locker at school. My God. Do you know how many people are going to want to be your friends when you stroll on down the hallway acting all cool and shit in your pimping 1970s disco shoes, and you know, because you're still in junior high school and you're collecting 1990s stuff. You got the big wide collar on your shirt, and it's got fish on it, or flowers, or angels, or some other kind of winged creatures. And you're strutting down the hallway, and you walk up there and you spin that combination on your locker. Everybody's looking at you, and you open up that locker, and the whole inside of the door of your locker is covered with these bad boys. You're gonna get some friends awful fast, don't you think? No, either. All right, here we go. Score: 1990 Major League Baseball player card. My God, I didn't see this before. Look, photo quality. Photo. Are we gonna get a look at that? Photo quality and trivia cards. 16 player cards and 1 Magic Motion trivia. Oh my God. Can we handle all that? I mean, this is 1990. Can we handle all that, boys and girls? Okay, let's see what we got in here. Yeah, it just comes right open. Oh, I mean, look at that. We start out with Phil Bradley, Ricky Jordan, Barry Bonds. He's a home run. He's one of those guys that hit a lot of home runs, wasn't he? Scott Bradley, Mike Gallego. Ooh, there's one of those special cards. I better stick him to that. Tom Goodwin, first round pick, Dodgers. Tom Glavine, Junior Ortiz, Dennis Oil Can Boyd. I know it didn't say oil can on there, but I just know that because I've been watching baseball for a while. There's Carmelo Castillo, Chuck Carey, Brian Holman, Ed Whitson, Tony Fossis, and Dave West. Oh, there it is. That's what we're looking for. Look at that. NL 1967 and the MVPs. Oh my God, it's magic. Can you imagine that in 1990, finding that inside of a pack of baseball cards? God, it's orgasmic, isn't it? Oh, and it has Orlando Cepeda's life story on the back. Oh my God. We better set that to the side. It's just getting too intense. We better go into the next box of 1990 Score Major League Baseball photo quality player cards and trivia. I mean, I know some of you younger guys are jealous that you weren't around to be a card collecting person in 1990 and being able to walk into a baseball card shop and rip open one of them packs and see some of these cards as an 8, 9, 10-year-old boy. Oh my God, you don't know what you missed. I mean, I was a little older than that at the time, but 8, 9-year-old, 10 boys seeing these. Oh my God, Ken Caminiti. Can you imagine? Boy, oh boy. And then there's Todd Burns of the Athletics. Oh, we better save that one for the last because that's got the magic motion. I just don't want to inundate you guys with too much excitement too soon into this video. Bruce Hurst of the Padres. Look at that left arm action. Cal Eldred. No, wait a minute. He's not that dude that sells the cars. This guy's a baseball player. First round pick. The guy that sells the cars is Cal Worthington. All right, here we go. Matt Williams, third baseman of the Giants. George Litton, back-to-back Giants. Joe Hesketh. A lot of you guys don't know this, but there used to be a baseball team in Montreal, and that's in Canada. That's up north of our border. You know where the Great Lakes are at? Those are those big bunches of things that hold water, kind of close to the East Coast. Those are called the Great Lakes. There's 5 of them. And if you're a mnemonic dude, you say, oh, those are the Holmes Lakes. Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior. But see, there's teachers in schools now that don't teach that stuff, so you got to learn it all on your own. Okay, back to Joe Hesketh, that of Montreal Expos. That was in Canada. Mike Schooler, Seattle. That's close to Canada. Fred Lynn, Detroit Tigers. That's Michigan. That's close to Lake Michigan, one of those Holmes places. San Diego Padres. That's close to the Pacific Ocean, for you that don't know. This is Rick Leach. No, he's not related to those little skinny 3-inch long black things that suck blood out of your ankles. Rick Dempsey. He was a catcher at one time for the Dodger baseball franchise. Chad Reuter. He was a catcher for the Rangers and the Dodgers. Look at that arm action from Tony Fossis, Brewers. We got Dave West, Minnesota Twin, whipping it up. And then Jose De Jesus, 1990 rookie card. I'm telling you, rookie cards as they go, this one right here might be the bottom of the pile. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. The MVPs 1967 NL. Remember the last one we got? It had Orlando Cepeda on the back. Could we get another one and double our value? I'm so excited. Oh, with another Cepeda! I'm sorry. I got way too excited. I'll save that for later when I'm off camera. We better put those in the pile. Okay, here we go. 1991 Second Series Topps Stadium Club 12 Premium Baseball Cards. These are the ones with the Kodak approval. See, produced with Kodak film. Look at that. You know how good Kodak is. That's Kodak symbol, boys and girls. I'm telling you, if you ever get your picture taken, make sure you use the Kodak film. That's supposed to be the best. I've got one of those cell phone thingies. I take a picture, it's on Kodak film. I'll guarantee you that. I asked them when I went and bought my cell phone thingy if it made the Kodak film picture things, and they guaranteed it did. So I bought that cell phone right now. I'm telling you, it was one heck of a deal too. All right, here we go. This is the Topps Stadium Club from 1999. They are some pretty cards. Look at that arm action of Ramon Martinez. My God, L.A. Dodger. He got a long. Oh, man, we have like 4 cards stuck together. Them some friendly fellers. Mark Salas. Stuck together. Then we're going to Brady Anderson. He's a Baltimore Oriole. That's the East Coast team for you that don't know where Baltimore's at. Oh my God, these ones are stuck together real good. Okay, here we go. This is a Toronto Blue Jay, Roberto Alomar. This is another Canada name for all you that don't know. Now this here, sorry I had to take that off camera for a while because I got so excited to seeing this. I mean, bars. This used to be the industry standard for baseball cards, for telling collectors what to expect when they're looking for records of their favorite ball players. Topps Stadium Club just laid it right out for all of us right here. I mean, if you ever If you ever had problems, I'm sorry, I'm going to tears. It's just so hard to talk about it right now because it was when I was younger and I come across these cards. I was having a hard time at that time in my life. I didn't know what the numbers meant. I really didn't. And then I came across these in Top Stadium Club and it told me. I saw my favorite players on TV and all those numbers that they flashed up there. And I had to, I referred to these cards and it just told me. It's such good memories. You guys just have no idea how good the memories are. Oh my God. Thanks, Top Stadium Club. I'm just so happy that you provided these. What? You want me to pay money for that shit? Ah, fuck you. Okay, here we go. Tony Pena. I think he might have been a catcher. Nelson Santovenia. This was a Montreal Expo player. That's Canada. Flip her over. Look at this is Jack Morris. Imagine stepping into the batter's box and you see that scowl coming at you from the mound. Are you even going to want to stay in the batter's box? Probably not. And then we have another pitcher, Chris Hammond of the Cincinnati Reds. See how the Reds, they placed their logo right over the heart of the player so that when their pitchers were throwing the ball at you, that logo was right there, right in their eye all the time when they're getting ready to hit the ball. They're swinging and they can't take their eyes off that logo. They go, ball, logo, ball, logo. What the hell am I swinging at? That's why the Reds won a lot of games. Ed Sprague. See, Blue Jays. That's a Canada team. That's above those lakes I was telling you about earlier. Here we go. Steve Olin. He played in Cleveland. That's a team they named themselves after Native Americans. Indians. I'm a Native American. I don't mind. And then this is Steve Howe. He was a New York Yankee at the year this card was printed. Whoop! Steve fell on the floor. It looked like he was trying to get back to the Yankees. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're having a good time. We're having a good time. I know it's fun, but we still have another pack in 1991 Second Series Top Stadium Club Baseball with the famous Kodak photo developing system of the time. I know, some of you have these modern cell phones. I've got one of them too, but I'm telling you, mine does the Kodak quality. Yours don't, I'll guarantee it. Ooh, what the hell's going on? These are upside down. Ooh, there's one of those bars. Oh, we don't want to talk about that. That's just too touching for me. Okay, let's flip these rascals around. Roberto Alomar. We had one of those in the other pack. What are these guys doing? Sending the same guys into the same packs? Gary Scott. I saw that 55 and I thought it was Hershiser. Glenn Davis, Orioles. Tommy Gregg, Atlanta Braves. Turner Ward. Wes, not Wilt, Wes. See, look, Wes Chamberlain. Alfredo Griffin. Look at him right there. Look at that little tiny mustache. Man, I'm a ball player. Look at him standing in the first base box for the Angels. Looks like the same dude. I think it might be. Or his clone. This is Mike Sharperson. Some people cheered for him as a Dodger. There we go. Randy Velarde. He played for the Yankees. This is Ken Griffey. Not the junior, the senior. There's Steve Bedrosian. I don't know if any of you fellers out there know this, but this feller was a pretty good pitcher. I mean, look at the length of his arm. It's almost as long as his damn leg. I mean, can you imagine how big his William might be? But anyway, this feller, I think he met a lady someplace because he's got a son, and for some reason he named him Cam. And this kid, when he grew up, he decided to pitch as well as his dad, but he doesn't pitch as well as his dad. That's just the way it works out sometimes. And then last but not least, we have Casey Candelli. And for some reason, on this day when Kodak was out flipping some pictures of the team, he says, I'm going to jump as high as I can, throw my glove up in the air, and I want you guys to take a picture of me. And damn if Kodak didn't do a dandy job of it, didn't they? It is pretty. Man, because there isn't no ball nowhere near his gloves. There's no way they caught him in action. Oh, there's that bars again. Get it out of here. Okay. Baseball fans, we're moving into 1992 Major League Baseball score baseball. Now these packs are basically made out of paper. Anthony Telford, don't know who the hell he is. Eddie Taubensee, yeah, Chris Haney, another guy north of the lakes in Canada. Lease, look at the head on that dude. In the lake, how the hell could he pitch with legs that small and a head that big? Mark Gardner, Ron Darling, Pat Clements, Willie Blair. Oh, it's the Dream Team. You know who that is? Do you know who that is? That's Wild Man Mitch Williams. There's Francisco Cabrera, Stan Javier, Rick Parker, Sandy Alomar Jr., Pedro Munoz, Kent Herbeck. I don't know what it is about them twins. Signing guys with names hard to pronounce and spell. And then there's Todd Froworth. Okay, we'll set those rascals off to the side if I can find it off to the side. And we're going to go right into 92 Topps Baseball Edition. And you have to remember, this is the collector's choice. I know it's hard to imagine going into a baseball card store and seeing packs there that demands that if you are a collector, this is your choice of cards first and foremost. I mean, look at these things. Have you ever seen anything that's pretty? That's Juan Guzman. And here's Jose Canseco, Beth Athlete, and it's a picture of him with his pretty hair. And there's Scott Servais. Oh my God. He's flipping these things around. There's Brian Harper, a catcher. Monty Farias. There's another one flipped around. And see, in today's cards, if you find a card like that, flipped around upside down, it's a hit. But, oh, it's just Jay Buhner. And upside down, Scott Bradley. Look, there's no one backwards. Is it a hit? No, it's just Dan Gladden. And, oh, Bobby Bonilla. He was a hitter. Oh, upside down hit. Nope. Gary Carter. There's Jeff King. Upside down, backwards hit. Nope. Ozzy. Well, that's a Hall of Famer. Well, maybe we'll give him a special place in history. Tyler Green. Scott Erickson. And who is that? Who is it? Does anybody know who that guy is? It's the Big Hurt. Checklist Frank Thomas. Alrighty then. I know. I'm trying to get through it as fast as I can, you guys. Jeez, there's just so much I can do. I mean, there's so little time. There's so many packs to go through. I'm doing it as fast as I can. Okay, here we go. We're sitting. This is a score. Doc Gooden. Nolan Ryan. By golly. I mean, just about every year he's been pitching, huh? You wonder. There's Fred McGriff. Dave Justice. Teddy Higuera. Jeff Ballard. Kevin Bass. Tom Pagnotti. Pete Harnish. Joel Skinner. Ernest Riles. No, for the most part he didn't. Matt Williams. Joe Oliver. Brady Anderson. He had 1 year. He looked like Barry Bonds. Tim Belcher and Mike Brumley. Not much there, but they sure got a lot of nice colors in them, don't they? I know. That's the best some of these card companies could do back then. Now we're going into Leaf 1992. I know it comes right open. It's a lot easier to open than the fact that they got such pretty colors on them, don't you believe? Okay, Ruben Sierra, and then we got Hubie Brooks, DH. What a weird name to give your son, DH. Mitch Williams, Jim Eisenreich, Kyle Abbott, Walt Weiss. Oh, this is a special one. Fred McGriff, black border. Fred McGriff. Remember when I was collecting these and you saw that black border and that gold background? You don't, oh my God, it's an insert. It's different from the rest. This one's got to be worth at least $1. Nope, I'm sorry, boys and girls. It's only 2 or 3 cents. All right, here we go. Andres Galarraga. He's a big cat. I heard a guy referring to him earlier. He picked up an autograph card on a YouTube site. Have you heard of those things? YouTube sites? Okay, here's Spike Owen. This is a, look at that. Montreal Expos. That's north of those lakes I was telling you about earlier. There's Paul Gibson. Les Lancaster. He's a pitcher. Flip him over. Here's Ellis Burks. He's letting everybody know, look, I know how to catch a ball. Here's Brian Harvey. Angels. He could throw the ball pretty well. I mean, look how good he threw that ball. Yes, he threw that ball so fast it's blurry. There's Travis Fryman, and the same with him. He throws it pretty fast. He throws it so fast it's blurry as well. But he knew how to do it so it was near his head, and the guy he was throwing at couldn't see it because he lost it in the guy's head. And here's Jim Tomey. He's trying to tell everybody, can we stop the game? I need to go number 2. All right. Let's go into the next package here. It's still this, see, they package them in this gold packaging, and they got all these fancy words and colors and shapes, making you think you're getting one hell of a deal. And then you open up the package, and you look at the cards, and see, the camera doesn't even like them. The camera jumped off the table. The camera hates them. Doesn't want to show them anymore. Here we go. Chris Bozio. Mike Henneman. Lee Gutterman. Oh, there's, see this guy right here? This is Craig Biggio. And I know all you guys that are collecting cards today, I have all these PCs. I mean, that's what you call it, PCs. Personal collecting. You like collecting his son. And for whatever reason, this guy decided to name his son Kavon. Whatever the hell that means, I don't know. But that's just it. See, the United States of America, it has people from all around the world. So wherever Craig's family come from, Kavon must mean something to them. Okay, let's go to the next one. John Flaherty. Dion James, OFPH. Then we have Gary Varsho, PHOF. Wait a minute. What the hell's going on? Look at this guy. Dion James. He's OFPH. And then Varsho is PHOF. He's got... Oh, look. Maybe that's because he's got dirt in his cleats. Okay. I'm starting to understand this baseball game. Eric Davis, Dodgers. Wow. Todd Worrell. Gary Carter again. He's a catcher. Deion Sant. Oh my God. Look at that grimace on his face. What do you think he's doing there? Dave Magadan. Chuck Krim. There's Mike Sharperson. And Pat Borders. Oh, he plays for Toronto. You think he might know those lakes with the last name Borders? Well, we'll set him aside with the rest of the people from Canada. And we got some packs. Oh my God! Did you see that? The camera jumped on the floor, dudes. It jumped on the floor. I don't know what the hell happened. Chickasaw's having a bad night. He's got all kinds of stuff that jumped on the floor, slowing down the action. Alright, here we go. We're still in 1992, so we're looking at this Donruss stuff. There's 15 baseball cards in this pack. You know, this video is already 32 minutes long. I better stop this and do another video for the rest. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Leave some comments if you like my commentary.